guys, welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. So we're going to do your week ahead reading. We are looking at your general life during the week, your love life and also your career. Sit back, relax and enjoy your reading. Oh, hi there guys, welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. So we're going to do your week ahead reading this week. I just wanted to show you the cards that we're using this week. We are using the Radiant Wise mini deck, miniature tarot, and we're going to just look at your general message for the week through those. For the work reading, we're using the Cosmic Cycles Tarot by Martina Razzo and Miriam E.G. A beautiful deck. If you haven't checked out a review of this deck, well, you probably don't need to check it out now. Well, actually, maybe you do, because obviously not all of the cards are going to be shown on this. We're only picking 5 cards from this deck to have a look at message for careers. So if you want to check out the actual review of this deck, guys, you can. It's on the channel, okay, so where you get to see all of the deck, what every single card looks like. We are also going to use, for the love reading section of the reading, guys, the Modern Love Tarot by Ethany. She actually is a YouTuber, this lady. Fantastic tarot creator and also oracle deck creator as well. I'm in love with this deck. This is specifically for love readings. I haven't done a review on this particular deck yet, but yeah, the one will be coming up soon. But I just couldn't wait to use this for the love readings this week. So we're going to use this for the love readings, and also we're going to use, for your spiritual advice for the week, we're going to use the Angel Wisdom Tarot by Radley Valentine. Hi Taurus, welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your reading. This is your week ahead, January 25th through to the 31st, which is Sunday coming up. We're going to have a look at your general message for the week, your career message for the week, and also your love message for the week. So let's have a look. Okay, Taurus, so we've got the cards down. Let's have a look at what the general message might be this week. The Ten of Swords. So we start off with the Ten of Swords, ending of a painful situation. Sometimes the Ten of Swords is mental overload. So overthinking something is the Ten of Swords. And sometimes the Ten of Swords is a really good card for just surrendering. When you know that there's nothing that you can do about a situation, it's almost like a if you can't beat them, join them type of card. It's about just surrender. The Wheel. So this is good. I see the ending of a painful situation, changes for the better with that Wheel of Fortune showing there. The Page of Coins energy showing here. Some of you guys, it could be a payout. Page of Coins energy. There could be a payout here with the Page of Coins energy, or it could be there's an ending of a painful situation, change of fortune showing here. This looks like money to me, to be honest with you. It looks like a Wheel of Fortune and money cards means money. Money's coming, you know, changes, money coming. Page of Coins. I would say that there's change for the better coming. Some of you guys might be getting a check or, you know, some money coming through with that Page of Coins energy showing there. It could be from the government. Or you might be being rewarded a payout, for example, here. Justice is the reward card, and the Page of Coins can be the payout. So some of you guys might be finally getting your payout, for example, showing here. The Empress energy showing here. That's interesting. I mean, the Empress is something that has been created with Justice energy, often comes to fruition. Showing here. It's an interesting one. The Empress can also be a woman, or it just feels that you're receiving a payout here with the Page of Coins and Justice energy, being rewarded or awarded a payout, for example. The Empress could simply be saying that you're in a far more bountiful and a more prosperous position, perhaps, with the Empress energy. So prosperity, a payout with the Page of Coins and Justice. So I think that the message is pretty good this week. Some of you guys have been going through the mill because you've got the Ten of Swords, but I'm seeing this pain coming to an end. Change of fortunes here. Prosperity here. Growth, financial growth. And I'm just seeing this financial growth is all about a payout. There's some form of financial reward that you're gaining from this situation. If it's not this week, I see that probably the next few weeks. Let's have a look at the next cards for career. Six of Cups. Some of you guys might be reminiscing with this Six of Cups energy. Thinking back to the past maybe with the Six of Cups. Let's have a look at the next one. I think that some of you guys are thinking about the past. Perhaps with the Eight of Wands energy, it was more exciting. There was a more exciting time because you're remembering. The Six of Cups can also, it's not just the past, it's remembering something as well. So it just feels like some of you guys are remembering here something from the past. The Eight of Wands energy can be, you can see here there's a roller coaster. It looks like a lot of fun. Movement and advancement is the Eight of Wands. Let's have a look. The Three of Pentacles energy, advancing within work. Let me have a look at the Six of Cups here. It's cute, isn't it? You see this little girl here playing tea party with mummy, daddy and her bears. Something that you're remembering here. The Eight of Wands and Three of Coins for me are advancement within work. So moving up a notch, perhaps there's promotion here or something like that. But I'm wondering what this Six of Cups is about. There's a move here. So it just looks like you're moving team, or there's a move within work showing up here. Three of Coins is your work. But then the Three of Coins is also approval. Advancing forward, approval, Three of Coins. Knight of Wands is movement. It feels like you're more in demand here, the Seven of Wands. It actually feels like to me, with the Seven of Wands energy, because the Seven of Wands can be to be more in demand. People are more in demand for your services. This can be customers. Or you could be moving towards a higher position, for example, with the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands can be the higher position here. Ten of Cups energy. Demands are completed. Completing demands successfully. Oh, you know what this reminds me of with this Knight of Wands? It reminds me, Taurus, of that you're overcoming a hurdle with that Knight of Wands. Can you see how he's jumping the hurdle? Feels like you're overcoming a hurdle here, and demands are completing demand. So it feels like work is very demanding. The Three of Coins looks like you're being approved of, or there's approval for work. You're working within a team and you're being approved of. You're being recognised for your work here. You're gaining approval. Eight of Wands feels like it's very quick, like very quickly gaining approval here. But I don't know what that Six of Cups is about, because Six of Cups is sometimes to do with the past. There's a past energy here with the Six of Cups energy. Do you know what I'm getting here? Maybe somebody's contacting you from the past. Somebody who approved of your work, perhaps, with the Three of Coins energy showing here. And funny enough, I know that we've got 6 cards down actually, but the only thing is this card just fell out as I was doing the career, shuffling for career, and I just felt that's meant to be. So it just feels, to me, this feels twofold actually. I think it's trying to complete a story, if I'm being completely honest with you. Yeah, I think actually with this Eight of Wands can be communication, contact. The Six of Cups is the past. It feels like somebody may be contacting you from the past. It feels like somebody from you worked with in the past. They may have been very impressed with your work. So don't be surprised maybe in the next few weeks if somebody contacts you from the past, somebody you've worked with before who was really impressed with your work. On the other side, I do feel some of you guys have been going through some difficulties in work, but I do feel that you're overcoming the hurdle with this Knight of Wands energy. And I feel that with the Seven of Wands energy, you're finally, and the Ten of Cups, you're finally meeting those demands. Because the Ten of Cups is to complete in a good way, and the Seven of Wands can be demand. Can you see how all these people are demanding the attention of this man? I actually feel that so I think there's 2 messages here in terms of career, Taurus. Number 1, for some of you guys, somebody from the past contacting you about some good work that you did. Okay, they may be asking you to come back and do some more work for them. So contacting somebody from the past, 6 of Cups, contacting you, 8 of Wands, about how impressed they are or how impressed they were with the way that you work. They're probably inviting you to come back. On the other side of the scale, I'm seeing for some of you guys, if you've been going through difficulties, you're finally overcoming the hurdle, and the demands that you've been under, or the challenges that you're being under, are now fine. Let me start again. If you've been in demand, or if you've been, because the Seven of Wands on this particular deck, and because I read visually, it's not always challenges. Sometimes the challenges are in the demands that you have. Like lots of people are asking for your help, are asking for your attention. But it feels that all of those demands that you've been facing with the Ten of Cups energy, you're meeting them successfully. So I feel that you're overcoming hurdles here as well. Some of you guys have been really in demand, like you haven't had a moment to sit down and work. But I feel that if you've been in demand to complete certain projects and certain work, I believe that those are successfully coming to an end with that Ten of Cups, which I think is very good. So let's have a look at the last area, which is love. Right, so we have justice. So what is justice? Justice is, how can I say? Justice is like a really formal card. I mean, on this card, we've got somebody who looks like the marriage counsellor, but this person is very impartial. They're just really giving advice and instruction and guidance with the justice energy showing there. What's the next card? You know, when you get justice in a love reading and you've got somebody sitting next door to it, often this can allude to a relationship, a serious relationship with someone. This could be somebody that you're married to, for example, or, you know, somebody who you have a very sort of rewarding relationship with. This could be a soulmate, for example. And then sometimes when you get the justice and a court card that sits alongside it, it can literally represent maybe divorce, because this is a legal card when you get the justice card showing here. Maybe some of you guys, the message is to have some form of counselling with the partner, for example. Maybe that is for some of you Taurians, that it would be a good idea to maybe get some form of counselling with a loved one here. The other thing to say is that maybe this is something about settling down with a partner, for example. Some of you guys may be involved with a water sign individual, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, but it doesn't have to be. This is just a really nice individual here. They're really calm, they're really cool, they're really understanding and empathic and everything. And it may be that some of you guys have a decision to make concerning this individual here. Ah, you've got two kings. So we can clearly see that around some of you Taurians, there are a couple of people, probably very important people within your life in love. And usually when you have multiple people showing up in love readings, like a couple of kings, couple of queens, we know that there is competition for love here, or you've got a couple of lovers, or maybe there's a couple of people that you're interested in. So we've got a King of Cups and we've got a King of Swords. What's the next one? Right, so the Devil. So for me, the Devil in a love reading is often about obsession, and this can be one of the strongest commitments as well, is the Devil energy showing here. Maybe some of you guys need some form of, maybe the message is to get some form of guidance, perhaps. It looks like a marriage counsellor to me. Maybe the message is to get some form of guidance concerning a couple of people. Perhaps you're attached to two people here. Perhaps there's a couple of people that you're attached to here with this Devil energy showing there. What's the next one? The Hangman means to let go. So I would probably take a guess this week and say that the advice for you Taurus this week is probably to get some form of help or support or guidance. Now I know that justice isn't always your guidance card. It is sometimes literally divorce or settling down or stuff like that. But it may be, just judging by the look of the card, it may be important to get some form of guidance concerning a couple of people. Maybe you're attached to some of you guys are attached to a couple of lovers here, and how you let go. It could also be read, for example, some of you guys, it may be the advice is if the next stage for you, if you are involved with someone, Taurus, and the next stage for you is settling down with, for example, this King of Cups here, maybe before you can do that, there is a need to release your attachment to another. So it could also read as that perhaps some of you guys are in love with someone here, this King of Cups, and you are seriously looking at settling down and making things more official. For some of you guys, it might even be kind of getting married or moving home together or whatever it is. But the advice this week for love, maybe before you even consider doing this, Taurus, there is an important thing for you to do. Some of you guys really haven't let go of your love for this king here. Some of you guys, you love one person that you want to settle down with, but there's another that you're extraordinarily in love with. I mean, the love is very, very deep here. There's a soul contract concerning you and another individual. That's what the Devil is. It's a soul bond. It's unbreakable. Very difficult to break anything concerning the Devil when it comes to love. Too much of an attachment there. But I actually feel there's a need to surrender that. If this isn't attachment, then it's sex. because that's what the devil is pleasure and sex. So some of you guys may look at settling down with one lover, but you may be having pleasure with another. And I think that the ethos running through the advice through these cards here, Taurus, is that whichever way you want to look at it, if you're going to settle down with this individual here, you really have to give this one up. Okay, you can't have it both ways. That's what I think the reading is saying. Let's quickly just reiterate the reading now. Go back to the beginning and just kind of recap what we were talking about. And then we're going to get your spiritual guide. Okay. So, the Ten of Swords and the Wheel. I do feel that the general message is that some of you guys have been going through a lot of hardship. I think it's financial. But I think that this painful period that you've been going through, Taurus, is about to change with that wheel for the better. I am seeing a payout. It could be a legal payout with the Justice and Page of Coins energy showing here. I'm seeing you guys being, I think that the Empress is really just saying, look, this painful period you've gone through, it's changing now. Things are changing for the better. We see prosperity coming to you, Taurus, and you are going to get some form of either a payout from the courts or a legal payout, or maybe this is child credits or something. I don't know whether it's going to be a lot of money. I feel that with the Empress energy, you're stepping into, from wherever it is that you've been, Taurus, you're stepping into a far more kind of prosperous phase now with that Wheel and that Empress. But at the same time, with the Page of Coins being the payout card, it might be a big payout that you're going to be getting. Could be a payout from the government. Justice is often the government. It's legal. It's HMRC. It's all of those things. We call it HMRC in the UK. For any of you guys who are in America or anywhere else, that's our tax people. That's who I pay my taxes to. I think it's Her Majesty's, I don't know what it stands for. But anyway, it's the tax people, basically. So this could be a payout from the government or something legal. But I do feel that this is just simply being rewarded. Justice is it's cause and effect, isn't it? Justice. It's, so the Justice card would be the reward card. So you may be being awarded a payment. It could be a government payment, for example. I think if you've been suffering, that's about to change and you're stepping into a place of prosperity now. In terms of work, I think it's twofold. I think for some of you Taurus people, I see maybe communication from someone that you've known in the past, someone that you really like the way that you work, you did a really good job for them. Could be getting back in contact with some of you guys, okay, to do some more work for them. The other way that I look at this in the three other cards at the end here is that some of you guys have had a lot of hurdles in work, especially with having, and I think the hurdles that you've been facing is because you've had a lot of demand, but I do feel that you're overcoming now this hurdle, and I think that the demands that you've been under, the demand to get this done, to get that done, I think you're finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, because I think that the demands that you have been placed upon you, Taurus, and now you're now completing this demand or these demands quite successfully with that 10 of Cups energy showing there. So it's very good. Whatever hurdles you've been under, Taurus, no more hurdles. These are really good cards, I think, here. No more hurdles. Completing demands successfully. Finally, in terms of love, two things I'm seeing here. You may need some form of counselling or guidance concerning your attachment, devil, to two individuals, potentially. Possibly you have to let go of both of them or one of them. The other thing that I'm seeing here is if you want to settle down with a particular individual here, but you're either having some form of pleasure with this individual. For example, some of you guys may be looking to settle down with a really nice individual, but you might be having telephone sex, or you might be with the devil and this King of Swords, or you may be having webcam sex or something like that. Not going to get too explicit, obviously, on this reading, but you may be doing something like that with that devil and the King of Swords. Well, if you want to settle down with Mr. Nice Guy, but you like Mr. Bad Boy, and you're doing all sorts of things online or on telephone or whatever with this individual here, it might be time to let that go. Especially if you want to settle down with this dude here. If this is far deeper and there's a real kind of soul contract with this individual here, but you want to settle down with this individual here, you may want to look at ways of how you can release with the Hangman the attachment to this King of Swords with that devil and King of Swords, okay? Let's have a quick look then at your spiritual advice for the week. We have the Four of Pentacles. So managing your resources wisely. So I think it's just saying this is a time to manage your resources wisely. Extremes in how you give or receive money time or emotions, smart business decisions, seeing things as black or white, being charitable. So I just think I think that your luck is on the up concerning money, but that doesn't mean that you go crazy with it. I still feel that it's the spiritual advice is, even though things are on the up, there's a need for you to manage your resources wisely. All right. Because you could go from one extreme to the other. You're going to go from the extreme of having nothing for some of you Taurians to having, to having money. And it may be that for some of you guys, you go out and you spend it on things that are unnecessary. So there's a need to really kind of be very smart. And that's why we're looking at smart business decisions. It's really important to start making some very smart business decisions with whatever it is that's coming in here. All right, that is the end of the reading, Taurus. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. If you'd like your own private reading, click on the link in the comment section below. Have a great week, and I will see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.